It was a choice that I wasn't necessarily happy that I made. I'm not an overly sexual person. Sometimes I like to feel sexy, but it doesn't mean it's for somebody else.
Right, yeah. Hi, and welcome to the Hollywood Reporter Roundtables. I'm Lacey Rose. So this is the comedy table. So I'm going to start on a sort of lighter note. For any and all of you, is there something you'd never do for a laugh?
Never do?
Never.
I feel like I'd be down.
Yeah. Seleena, what about you? And Seleena? You've been in the sort of public eye for so much of your career, and you were a sort of a role model for kids, and now you're making choices as an adult, as a producer, as an actor. How do you think about sort of how sort of that persona versus what you actually want to do for yourself?
I think I've done a pretty good job of removing myself from that because I'm pretty honest about my imperfections, and I took control of the narrative of my life once I started becoming older, because growing up in it, I didn't really have a choice. I wanted to be there. I just knew that because I loved what I did, but that's not necessarily what I wanted. So now I understand, like Amy said, that there are certain boundaries that I need to set for myself. And I respect and adore so many people, but I gotta do what's best for me.
For you, yeah. And when it came to saying yes to the show, I mean, at that point, Martin Short and Steve Martin are
both of my friends who didn't watch my show, I don't care if they do, and they're like, "So, do you have any hot co-stars?" I'm like, in a way.
Martin's pretty hot.
Martin. No, sorry, I didn't even answer your question.
But I love that. What did you sort of bring of yourself to the role when you're also a producer on this thing, which means that you do have more of a say than you otherwise would?
That was really fun, especially collaborating with Steve and Marty, because they both have such specific takes on their characters. And even when we're obviously off screen, they're constantly doing bits and running them by me, not like I have a say, but just for fun. And I've learned so much, like even when Amy was on set, it's just so cool watching people in their element, especially when it comes to the stage that is comedy, and there's so many different levels of it, and nothing makes me happier. I love being with two guys, but being here is probably one of the coolest feelings, to be around women in this world.
It is a good feeling.
I have to say I really am lucky being, at least on my show, at this experience only, I feel equal, and I think that's so important. And they have a comedy about them it's very smart and witty instead of crass. And they've really made me feel like I can speak up when I want to speak up. They actually care about my opinion before they move forward with anything.
It's
or
a
they'll
true
break me
collaboration.
over. Yeah, and I don't know. I doubt that really happens a lot.
I'm sure not.
How did you guys first meet?
It's technically on the show. I was like obsessed with her and made it very clear to the world.
What's all this
that
past tense about?
I got older and started learning. I'm just kidding.
Your eyes open to the truth.
I got to be on her show at the time, and she knew I was a fan. Yes,
so funny.
And it was just a quick
And
little bit.
she was so
but
funny on it. I was like so thrilled, when you actually meet someone and they're really funny and get the joke and you don't have to explain anything.
I actually did an album cover, and I was really ashamed after I did it. I had to work through those feelings because I realized it was attached to something deeper that was going on. And it was a choice that I wasn't necessarily happy that I made, but I think that I've done my best, at least. I tried to be myself, and myself I'm not an overly sexual person. Sometimes I like to feel sexy, but it doesn't mean it's for somebody else.
Right,
It can be for me.
But how much of that is the sort of infrastructure around you sort of telling you that is what you're sort of supposed to be?
Well, I have to be honest. I don't go on anything anymore. I've said it in a million interviews. I'm sure people annoy me. Instagram's emailed me because all I do is say I don't do it. The biggest part of that is you're seeing all of these other people, and I can't.
Nor should you have to.
Look that way. It's impossible. It's just not. I don't find it attainable. And the moment I'm not on it, everything else becomes real.
Yep.
Everything's so
wonderful.
real.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, no, I didn't see that.
Yep.
But maybe you can show me, I
Right.
guess.
I know it's your friends. It's always my friends. I cannot believe they said that about you. I'm not reading it. Okay. I thank you though.
That's so
I didn't want to know that.
I definitely feel that having this responsibility and this platform that I've been given, it was kind of trained in me to understand that I had a responsibility, but I just why else be here? I wanna be remembered for the things that I'm doing. Like Amy said, that made my whole day. You know, I feel like what's the point if I can't speak my truth, and if I can't, even when I can't say it myself, I gave my platform to so many other people because I was like, I can't speak on this. There are certain things I can't speak on, and I need the right people to say what is proper. And I can't just, just post a pic and say, I understand, I gotcha. It's like, no, not at all. It's not helpful, but yeah.
Thank you guys all for doing this and
Amazing.
being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Love you guys.
That was great. Love you right back.